Hello, welcome to Monday Night Motivation. My name is Emily, and I'm just waiting on you to join me. Hello, welcome to the party. I was just finishing sharing my closet. I sat down and I had a couple minutes to spare. Have you guys shared your closet today? This weekend I realized I've really been slacking on sharing my closet. Hello! Hello. Who am I missing? Everybody. Finding Frocks, Katrina. How are you? FL Posh Boss. Oh, my brain. Messy Dead. Emerald Avenue Shop. Sarah. Hello. Sophisticated on Poshmark. Pro 31 Finds. Hey, guys. How are you? Welcome to Monday Night Motivation. Once I just said I was right before I jumped on, I was sharing my closet because I realized I am like really bad right now on sharing my closet. But every time I share my closet, I make multiple sales. So I got about halfway through, and after this, I'm going to finish. Hello, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining. It is Monday night. We made it through the weekend. We made it through Monday. Here we are. How are you? I joined a Facebook group for sharing, and it's bumping up my sales. That's awesome. Heels in the gym. Welcome. How are your sales this weekend? How are you guys? I'm glad to be here. I feel like I need to take a breath. I grabbed some Powerade. Powerade zero sugar if you are on the keto, healthy, whatever train, whatever you want to say. I just finished listing a bunch of stuff to Poshmark. I got it over to Mercari. I'm not going to get on eBay tonight. eBay will be a tomorrow morning situation. This week is Posh Fest. I can't believe it's here. Is anybody going to Posh Fest who's on right now? So I don't know. I think I'm totally zen right now and just putting it out of my brain. I'm definitely excited about it, but I think the best thing I can do right now is just not to think about it. I think I have everything together. I think. So, yeah, I think I have everything together. Anyways, can't wait to meet you too. Dodd Shop. Am I saying that right? Or is it... I don't know if I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. I have major Posh Fest FOMO already. I'm going to share everything. I'm planning on getting all the content for YouTube. I'm so excited. Last year, so October 14th, I've been a reseller for 2 years. So last year was the first year I watched Posh Fest, didn't know or see or really have any idea what to expect. And it looked amazing. I never in a million years thought this year I'd be going, but I'm so excited to see. I think I'm more excited to see people because from what I saw last year and what I expect this year, they don't bring in any high powered speakers necessarily. They pull on poshers. I know it's going to be great content still, but I think it's more like networking and that sort of thing. So I'm excited. Yes, Katrina, you have to go with us. How have the bins been? I'm excited. I was kind of hoping to go Saturday, but yeah, that didn't happen. So have anybody been going to the bins lately? Let me change my light a little bit. I don't know I think I put you'd think we have a dog or something, but I think that's just me. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Not going, but everyone, yes, next year I'm in. Yeah, we're excited to go. I'm going with 2 girls from my same area. I'm glad I have friends to go with. That is for sure. I would still go and have a fine, fabulous time if I was going on my own, because I feel like I know enough people here on Instagram to be okay going on my own. And if you're going on your own, you can definitely wave our way and join our little group. I do not have a plan. I'm not a person that plans ahead for these things. I just kind of go because I don't know how I'm going to feel. If I get there and I just don't feel like sitting in the talks, I'm just not going to do that. I'll walk around and meet people, or maybe I will go and want to sit and stuff. So I don't really make a plan when I go ahead. But if you are going and you're alone, you can definitely sit with us and walk with us and talk with us, eat with us, all those stuff. Pretty nice, pretty much the same way in person as you see me here. I feel like I need to hit the bins or somewhere I have nothing to list. So I always feel like I have nothing to list too, and I see people with huge piles of stuff sitting around, and I'm thinking, what? How, I don't know how in the world this is happening. How do people tell me, Instagram community, how do you have such huge piles sitting around waiting to list? Granted, if you've seen piles of stuff at my house, it's usually because I just got home from the bins, yes. And sometimes people do give me loads of free stuff. So that is waiting, because usually if people give me free stuff, it goes like last thing, because typically it needs to be looked through. A lot of that stuff, when I get free stuff or pick up free stuff, a lot of it goes back to a donation. So it's just like not stuff I go through quickly. But yeah, I don't get it when people have stuff waiting, like a death pile. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Don't do the death pile thing. Get it, list it. That's just like money waiting, right? Buying too much and not listing. That's me. Is anybody relating to buying too much and not listing? Don't do that to yourself. I swear, I've always said this. I think when people do that, they buy too much and then it like sits around. I feel like they get anxiety about it. Like they get overwhelmed with the quantity they have. Because I do know when I have bought larger quantities of stuff, like I did buy a store that had 800 listings, and it was all downstairs, and I swear I had so much anxiety about how much, I didn't even know where to start, so I didn't start for a long time because I was just like overwhelmed with the sheer quantity I had to list. So I do think there's something to that people get overwhelmed with the amount they have sitting. So what's easier? Just go get more. They don't list what's in front of them. So don't do that to yourself. And if you already have, you probably just need to set a goal, 10 a day. Grab 10 items. Don't look at anything else. Grab 10 items. Walk away. List it, right? And just do that every day until you have it. You can do it. I was given free stuff, and I hate to say, but it's not inspiring. Yeah, a lot of the free stuff I get, I never turn away free stuff, for sure, because you never know, and like it really can't hurt. But a lot of the free stuff I get does get redonated. It's not a huge deal. Fold to the door. You have a whole, like, is it waiting to be listed? All that stuff is waiting to be listed. I was given free stuff. Oh, I think I already read that one. Sorry. It go in waves because I do consignment. I'll often get, holy crap, 10 to 12 garbage bags at a time, and it takes time to sort through. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that does take a lot of time. Whoa, I do like having large quantities to work through. I will say that, because I don't love going out and listing it or going out and sourcing every day. I think I saw somebody say they don't love sourcing. So are you team source? Or are you team list? Which would you rather do if you had? So I did hire, about a year ago when I was building my store, I did hire an assistant. And I thought I could do the sourcing and she could do the listing. And I was hoping that would work. And it worked for a while, fine. But then after a while, I just took over everything and she moved on. And where am I going with this? But I would say that I would rather buy bulk. That's why I do like the bins, because I'd rather buy bulk in one day for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Because I do see people going out every day. I don't have that time. I wish I did, but I don't. I don't have that time. So I'm probably you. I'd probably get 10 to 12 bags and work through them. That's just me, though. So what else is going on? Team list all day. Yes. Hey, Millennial Mouse. I cannot wait to meet you. You'll have to tell me your real name, though, again. And I have a bit of anxiety about this because I was just thinking the other day, people have told me their names multiple times here, and I just know their Instagram handles. My death pile is only stuff to be repaired, about 10 items. Yeah, I think that's probably like the items legitimately hanging around or stuff that I'm just putting off. Team Source. Oh, now there's teams starting. I buy estates. I do one tote at a time. Team list all day. I think I'm going team list on this. I don't remember what I said. Did I say team source all day? I think I'm a flip-flopper here. I don't know. I think I'm just happy. Whatever team you put me on, I'm going to be happy. Honestly, if I wake up and if I could go out and source all day, I'd be really happy. But if I have stuff here and I can list all day, I'd be really happy. I'm not a complainer, guys. I never source. It just shows up at my front door. Whoa, you have a nice business going on there. Team source bins all day. We do have local bins that are like 35 minutes from my house. The problem is they don't put out a lot of clothes and they change bins every hour. So I have been there, but when you go, you end up sitting a lot of the time. And then I leave and think I could have gone to a Goodwill for 3 hours and gotten so much stuff. So I don't usually go to our local bins. My death pile is now just items that need some love. Pro 31 finds. Hey girl, is there a team ship? Oh my gosh, we need to be partners because especially on bigger ship days, which I think somebody last week said Monday is get your ship together. I love that. I'm not a huge, that's the one thing that I just, on big ship days, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. You can't ship if you don't list. I didn't know people enjoyed listing more than sourcing. Hey, Emily. Me and Emily are going to Posh Fest together with another girl, Sydney. I don't know if she is on Team Ship. Hey, Rose Gold Gem. Team Source. Sourcing is like a box of chocolates. That is true. You never know what you're going to find. Flea market season here, so only better stuff listed. Oh my gosh, I have 30 boxes full of inventory. Holy. Hey, Emily, what did you get? I saw you were going like to consignment stores with all your old inventory. I want to hear, did you make any money off that stuff? That's a really great idea. It's something I've never done. Do you do Mercari? If so, how do we get sales on there? How do you refresh items? I just started using it. I do Mercari. If you saw on my stories, I love Mercari more and more every day. Today I listed about 8 to 10 new items on Poshmark. It was just all I had time for. And then I quickly just moved them over to Mercari. I have a YouTube video how I list things, like it takes me a minute, my process. And I sold 2 things over there so fast. Really easy. But like any platform, the key to Mercari is you have to list daily. Have to. But I think that's the key to any platform. Anybody else have any tips to Mercari? That is a huge key. If you list on Mercari, typically I'll have sales the same day I list. If I skip a day, not have any sales. So I don't know. I thought I was only going to sell like hard goods over there because for the longest time, that's all I was selling. But I do list clothes. A lot of stuff goes over there. Typically, if it's under £1, I put it over there. But I do know people are doing their own shipping. Like if you're great with shipping and you have your own shipping, I know people are using their own like discounted shipping program to get better rates than Mercari's giving you. The key to Mercari though, list every day. That's what I would say. So I move listings over there from Poshmark. Went to the bins today, found 2 great shoes, but never found their bear. Let's have a moment of silence. Sourcing gets me out of the house. Yes, I know that feeling. Team both. See, this is why we're a good team, Millennial Mouse, because I get that. I enjoy both. I go to the bins for 2 to 3 hours, 4 days a week. I think I'm happy doing both. I love to source. Yes, I love to source. And I really don't mind listing because I like to sit down and watch a movie and I list it and I don't think it's terrible. Honestly, what else would I be doing that would make me this much money? That's what I think about sharing too. When people share, I'm like, oh, there could be worse things. You could have to like go get a job helping people that you don't even want to be helping. Wow, our bins is every 20 minutes and I'm 3 blocks from mine and still hate sourcing. Girl, what? They switch the bins out every 20 minutes? Yeah, I think it's about an hour. I haven't been in a while, but Emily was telling me it's an hour. Right, is Emily still on? She said they switch the bins out every hour. So the Kansas City bins, that's 3 hours from my house, they switch every 30 minutes. So, went to the bins once, was in complete shock. Yes, next. So if you go to the bins, people are asking me, and like people are asking me like I'm an old pro. Also, do you see the pillow in the background? It's just like hanging out back there, like no big deal. They're asking me like I'm an old pro, and I'll just go with it. But my biggest tip would be go once and don't expect to do anything. Just go and watch and enjoy yourself, because it is such a culture shock. It's like, I've been to a third world country on mission trips. I've been to Haiti, you know, I've been to like real third world countries, and that is the feel and the vibe. And when people are like brushing stuff, I definitely get the same vibe. So I would recommend just going and experiencing it before you're like going with your bags. At least a couple of the times I have been, that's the vibe. But the Kansas City bins are clean, and people are so nice. The last time we went, it was a Saturday night, and this Saturday night crew was a bit wild. There were like running and shoving matches, and this guy was really loud about stuff and needed a lot of attention. But during the daytime, it wasn't like that at all. So I know people can get in fights. They'll get kicked out, though. But you should just go if you haven't been. You just need to, like, experience it. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining. Algorithms. What are you talking about? Algorithms. Mr. Mom Vlog. Pirate Ship. That's what I was talking about with... Do you use Pirate Ship for Mercari? I was just thinking, because I'm doing more with Mercari, I would be interested now. For the longest time, Mercari has been kind of like a back burner for me, but seriously, it's not competing yet, but for the numbers where it is at, it's doing well with Poshmark. So I would now look at figuring out a third-party shipping for Mercari. Take a breath. How do you get motivated in listing? Well, it's basically my job, and if you want to make money on these platforms, you really have to list. So that's it. I mean, how do you get motivated on any job? You think, do you want to eat? You got to do it. You got to go. If you're going to Target, if you have a job outside the house, sometimes you're not motivated, but you have to do it because it's your job. So sometimes you're not motivated at all, but you have to do it. Now, if this is like a side hustle, that's a little bit different, I would say. I don't know. If you're watching this, how do you guys stay motivated to do this? It's a great question, and I'm trying to rack my brain for a great answer for you, but I want to make consistent sales. I would say that. And to make consistent sales, I have to do consistent listings. The end. So that's why I do it. And so I think the biggest thing I could tell you is you do what you can do, but you have to do it consistently. So if you think maybe you're taking off too big of chunks and you're saying, I'm going to do like 20 a day, and that's just like way too much, and so you're getting burnt out. Like you can do 20 a day for a day or two, and then you're getting burnt out or something. And maybe you need to back it off to 5 a day or 4 a day or something that is a little bit more within reach. So maybe that's something you need to look at. Maybe you're just like burning yourself out. I don't know. I don't know you very well, just on here. But how do you guys stay motivated to list? A great question. I would love to hear from other people. I always thought people wearing gloves at the bins was overkill. Today I poked myself with a needle from a brooch buying gloves. I think, did you use sanitizer? Did you clean that hand off? So I think I said this, I do have dry hands. Last time I went to the bins, I had a big cut. So from Amazon boxes and from shipping all the time, I always have cuts on my hands. So I always wear gloves at the bins. Girl, get the gloves. Get the gloves. Wear the gloves. Always by the end, when you're done, like at 6 hours or whatever, digging through clothes, you want to take the gloves off. Get the gloves, though. Oh, I love sourcing. I just don't have the motivation to list. You got to list it. You got to list it. Every bins are so different, too. I don't know why Emily said, OMG, Emily, Posh, Nebraska. Posh, Nebraska is also named Emily, and she said, OMG, Emily, I don't know. Comparing the bins to a third world country. Yes, 100%. So Saturday night we were there, and I have never in my whole life, there were actually elbows happening that night. When the Kansas City bins, you shouldn't be allowed to run or elbows, and not kidding you, grown men, they were sprinting, and they were actually elbows that night. Calais came with me that night, and she was petrified. It was another girl who thrifts from the area. I'm not kidding you. And it wasn't that way during the days. I don't understand. Every bin store is different. I'm working full-time trying to get started with reselling hard to list every day, hoping will start taking off so I can quit my day job. Definitely, if you want reselling to take off, you have to list every day. That is definitely key with Mercari, with eBay. eBay is kind of a back burner for me to Mercari and Poshmark because I ran out of free listings, to tell you the truth, because I don't pay for a store over there. So I just list until I run out of free listings in the month. I'm still trying to list every day. But yeah, you have to list every day on each platform to get sales every day on the list, the whatever. But anyways, I am going to make a YouTube video this week. I'm hoping it will be live on Thursday. Yes, Thursday. About how to grow monthly sales, something like that. I think I took my Topamax, which is my nightly migraine medicine, before I got on, and I just feel like just now it clicked into my brains. This slowdown is happening, right? I'm still here though. So why do we margarita before or after the bins? Is that what this just says, or is my brain just not reading this right? Yes, I have used it for Mercari before. Are you talking about your shipping? Okay, we're talking about Mercari shipping. I have got to read these a bit slower now. I always think I don't want to source, but once I'm there, it's like a casino. I lose all the track of time and I have to stay just a little longer. And my favorite Goodwill to go to has been so good lately. So good. We went Saturday and I even had all the kids with me, and they do really well. They're a bit older now. We still can't stay very long, but it's so fun. I do free shipping on all orders on Mercari. I use Pirate Ship. So I don't use Pirate Ship, but I do, yes, thank you, Emily. I do free shipping on Mercari too, and I up the price a couple dollars. That always helps with Mercari. And on Poshmark, if somebody likes an item, I send over an offer pretty quickly. I usually do like a $4.99 and a 10% discount on everything. So pretty much it's about the same type of offer on Mercari and Poshmark. And here's why I do that, because as a buyer, when I am liking an item, it's because I want to buy the item then. That's why I do it. That's my go-to theory. People are liking when they want to buy. So I do it then. Okay, that's that. Rent is due tomorrow. Paying school loans, motivation. So are you up listing right now so you can pay rent? Get it, girl. List it. People are out buying. I've sold a ton of stuff tonight. I totally believe in you. You can do it. 100%. I'm sending you good vibes. From what I hear, okay, gotta pay for diapers. Oh my Lord. I had 3 kids in diapers at the same time. I feel you. Bills. You guys are talking about what motivates you to list. Yes, bills. 100%. Coffee. I want to go to Starbucks sometime. On Mercari, do you need to follow people endlessly? No. And you don't need to follow people on Poshmark either. No. Don't follow people on Poshmark. So here's what I'll tell you not to do on Poshmark, and maybe this is the Topamax talking. I don't know. Don't follow people on Mercari at all. Don't do any of that stuff. Just list, and I would highly recommend offer free shipping because it's an Amazon world that we live in, right? And people love free shipping. Just up the price $4, especially if you're doing something that's under £1, right? Because it's like $5.50 to ship it. So what are we talking about? Okay, Poshmark. This is what I say. Don't follow people endlessly. You have to list every day on Poshmark, and you have to share your closet. Those are the 2 most important things. Self-shares are extremely important. Now, I used to follow or share people back that I know, but I just don't do that anymore because I don't have the time. And I think most of the people who follow me get the hint because they just don't share my closet as much. And I'm really sorry, but I typically don't even share people back who I know as much anymore. Sometimes I try to. I usually don't. Those are a couple things when you first get started you think you really have to do, but you really don't have to do. That's just, in my opinion, sort of thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys share back? Do you share other people's closets? Do you follow people? I would, if you're on the fence about following people, don't follow people. Like, you probably have a lot of things you could be doing with your life. I'm living for that eBay cha-ching on my phone. Yes, I so wish Poshmark had a cha-ching. Come on. I stay motivated by not having a death pile. I never want one again. I source and list the same day or within 2 to 3 days. Yeah, I do too. I usually have, so whatever I used to be in a little bit of a better flow, but now, because I have bin stuff piled up, I usually get stuff, like I have stuff ready from the bins. I'm leaving, that's why I say piled up. But usually everything I have from the bins that I got Saturday will be listed by the following Saturday. Everything will be out that week and into my inventory type system. Yes, it all needs to be up and out, like for sure, consistent. Also making a schedule, 100% to the schedule, list every day or list in batches. You're asking a question. Let me ask that again. Which one do you think is more helpful or no difference? You have to list every day. So is that what you mean? So list every day or list in batches. Whatever you want to do, list in the batches or list every day. But it has to be every day for sure. I don't know if I'm answering the question, but my last business, I lived by schedule and appointments, and starting to schedule my day helps 100%. I think when people start working for themselves, the schedule definitely like goes, and then you, like, I have kids, as you know, and everything, like peanut butter and jelly sandwich is more important than my thing. And honestly, everybody thinks what they're doing is more important than my thing because my thing is just a cute online business. Because most people don't know what I'm doing. That's just honest truth. So I have to make what I'm doing important because nobody else will make what I'm doing as important as what I'm making it. Maybe I need to say that again, a little bit more clear. If you don't make what you're doing important, nobody else will make what you're doing important. That is so key. And part of that is setting a schedule and keeping it. Yes. And what you're doing is more important than peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and all those things. It's just as important as those. I'm not saying like don't feed your kids and all that stuff, but I'm just saying you should be adding your dreams to the list of feeding your kids, important, your dreams, important, adding it all in there, making it happen. If you can do all those things, you can definitely do this. You just have to like prioritize it. When I first started this, as you saw in my stories, I was homeschooling. We had chickens. Not kidding you, I was the queen of play dates. And I started doing Poshmark and I saw the potential. I saw the ability to make money. We had probably 4 to 6 play dates a week when I first started this. And I don't think I've ever shared this, like part of my story and all of this kind of stuff, but we sold our chickens because I just had to decide what I wanted to do and I wanted to make money. And this was really exciting to me, but I couldn't keep up with everything I was doing. And so there was little things like we had like 15 chickens. Well, I had to decide, am I cleaning out chickens now or am I having a reselling business? And that was an easy decision. Now I started getting like harder decisions when my business started growing and I'm sending out 40 orders. Like I can't also all the play dates and doing this. So my play dates went way down, like 1 to 2 a week. And then it started getting into the harder decisions of can I homeschool and also have a business? And there was a lot of things in homeschool. I'm not saying I gave up homeschooling for my business because I definitely didn't. I was not good at homeschooling. I didn't want to continue homeschooling, honestly. So it was a good time to break. But I sacrificed a lot, like willingly, to do this. So definitely if you want to do this, and you're trying to find the motivation, you probably also need to make some sacrifices to make this work and to fit in a schedule. If you're like, I don't have time, you do have time. You probably have to figure out what you don't have time for anymore. And it may mean giving up chickens, which that's what it meant for me. Homeschooling was different because honestly, I really sucked hard at it. I don't think like I was the best. My kids didn't listen to me. I didn't like them at all. They didn't like me at all. I'm talking about my kids. Like, we just needed a break from each other. Now we love each other more than ever, and we have a great relationship, whatever. So, and the teachers are taking care of them. And the teachers are the professionals. So I'm just saying, if you want to do this, you can do this. But in your schedule, you'll probably have to figure out what you need to give up to make this happen. And you have to make it a priority, because other people are going to be like, this is so cute, you're doing this. Have coffee with me because it's not important. And you have to be like, this is important because it's my thing. And then make it a thing. Okay, I'll get back to the questions. Hope to meet you at Posh Fest. Yes, I'm going to meet you at Posh Fest. I'm going to meet everybody at Posh Fest. I still can figure out how to grow this business. Why? You have to list every day. You have to take great pictures. You have to do good descriptions. You can do it. I remember the Topamax brain. Topamax brain is so real. So real. So do we need a ton of items listed, like over 1,000? No, you do not. 3 in diapers at once. Yes. So I had 3 definitely in diapers at once. Not anymore. No more diapers. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. We moved on. Elimination communication. I don't even know what's going on. I'm so out of this like Topamax brain, and then what's happening here. I'm like not on the same page anymore. How many items should you list per day on Poshmark? That's a great question. I would say a great place to be is 10 items on Poshmark. I don't know. What do you guys think is a great thing? I think whatever you can consistently do every day. So if you go out and you source on the weekend and you get 30 items, you need to break those items up through Monday through Saturday, or your next sourcing day, and you need to list every day. I think that's really important. Maybe you skip a couple of days and you can like build them up, whatever. But I do think it is important to list every day, and relisting is great if you can't get to it, but listing every day is really important. So building a great closet with like a great range of sizes is going to help too. Plus sizes do really great. So getting all the sizes. Some people are like, I don't get small sizes because I don't understand any of that. All the sizes do good. Only self-share now. Good. Are you on Amazon? Yes, I'm on Amazon. I do FBA and FBM. Poshmark does need a sound. Like Cardi B needs to like record a something. Like, I would even be okay if she cursed for it. What to do when you death piles? I don't know. Are you full-time? I would consider myself full-time-ish. I don't know. I kind of make my own schedule. I work when I can work. Do you write off inventory and shipping costs on your taxes? That's a great question. So we do have somebody who works with our business because my husband is also self-employed. So he is the tax man, and I should bring my husband on here because he's a much better answer for the tax questions because he does everything. We actually also, you can get this device called a Hum, and we have it plugged into our car, and it records all our mileage, and we do a lot of things, but we do record our mileage. I have a credit card I use to buy shipping inventory. So we track all this stuff, all of my business expenses. We track for taxes, the meals, when I'm like on business trips, like when I go to the bins and I like buy gas to get there and back. All this stuff. So you need to like probably talk to somebody if you're new and doing this, because you can write off a lot of stuff for this. Hey, Holden Hustles, how are you? I saw you sent off a ton of stuff for FBA. That's awesome. Thanks for all your tips. Thanks for being here. I know, two decades ago, kids started catching their own dinner at age Or what? What's your closet name? Homeschooled kid. Yes. What's your closet name? At the bakery. That's so funny. You're doing great. So helpful. Do I hear migraine meds? Topamax. Are you sourcing in? Yes, I do Topamax, and I also do one to stop them. I don't think we're sourcing a lot in Phoenix because we're not bringing a lot of stuff, and we're going to be pretty low key. What do you do when you have so many death piles? I would suggest making yourself list 10 to 20 items a day, and you bang it out, and you make yourself do that. You jump over the anxiety you're going to have because you're looking at that giant pile, and that's overwhelming, and you list every day 10 to 15 to 20, whatever you can do every single day until you whittle it down. And do not go source more until it's gone. Mile IQ is a good mileage app. Yeah, stuff like that. Doing mileage, like you can deduct so much for taxes. And I am not a great tax. People are asking me tax questions. I'm just not a great person to ask for this stuff because we have somebody. And so I do use Airtable, and that link is in the link tree, and I do push a button and send him a lot of my reports. But because we use somebody, that's nice because I have so many apps or platforms I'm selling on. He knows what he's doing, and I don't. And they keep us kosher. But I would really highly suggest talking to somebody. Anyways, okay, that's that. This is what I'm doing this week. I'm getting ready for Posh Fest. We have a ton of stuff happening. Trademarks are going in the mail this week, tomorrow. I'm looking at them tonight. How are you all organized? All the packaging supplies. Oh my gosh. So my basement, like we have to finish off, you know, when you buy a house that's a fixer upper and you're like, we're going to finish this basement and it's going to be amazing. But then you start a business and then you put 1,000 pieces of inventory down there and you're like, this is never going to get finished. But part of my basement is like a shipping room. So it's all downstairs. I feel that question in my soul. Anyways, yeah, list every day. Don't give up. Don't give in to anxiety. If you're on here, you can do it. Okay, so this is what I'm doing this week. I'm going to get my life together because I'm leaving for Posh Fest. And I've never been so happy. I'm going to drink all the coffee. I'm going to meet you guys. And I'm so happy. And I'm so excited to show you guys what we've been working on with the business side of things. I'm so excited. Okay, thank you guys for being here tonight. Bless your little souls. I'm going to go to bed now. I hope you like my new Crazy Flippin' Mom pillow my husband got me. He's so cute. All right, thanks for joining me. I will see you in Posh Fest. I'll go live from there maybe like every night or during some whatever speeches. I need to get off. But, okay, we'll talk later. I'm going to have YouTube videos going up this week. I'll have YouTube videos from Posh Fest. It's all happening. I'll see you. Have a great night.